we'll see what's going to happen. Alright, so the first thing that we got to look at is the starting resources, where as you can see they are starting with a little bit more than normal wood. They start with 1,000 food in the bank, 900 gold, and like 1,200 stone. That is insane. And we're just going to take a look at the map, and wow, this is actually quite a nice map for both players. It's kind of very fair. There's a lot of resources in the middle, a couple of pawns here and there, but lots of gold. This is actually really close to the TC, which is very, very nice. And yeah, there's a nice patch deer, 2 boars. Let's see, I don't see that many sheep around, but with the amount of food that there is in terms of that deer patch, this is awesome. As you can see, it's kind of fair, but for both players, they are getting there. Oh, there's a couple of geese that are in there somewhere, and yeah, it looks like they're doing a good job starting. So you've got the Goth player here, so it's I'm not sure who's actually going to be more favored. I think that maybe if Alm is able to go ahead and take out the put out the Teutonic Knights, they're going to be in a good spot. So I'm just going to go ahead and change this so that we can actually start seeing the population. So as you can see, they're quite even, and these guys are 2 players that have actually won a series on this previously. So Buckfutter here has won against the Grim Reaper, 3 games to 0, and Elminster won against Huggieg in my previous video. And he actually ended up winning that series 3-0, although that one was a lot closer. And as you can see, in the middle, there's a bunch of little ponds. There's some deep fish in there, some salmon, of course. They're honoring the T90, of course. And yeah, as you can see, there's not. I mean, it's a very open map. Like, you can't go here and wall off too easily. There's a bunch of these boglands, and I'm not sure if you're able to go ahead and build on them. That'll be very interesting to see much later. But yeah, as you can see, they're starting a mining camp already. So I'm just wondering what kind of strategies they're going to be doing because of all of this food in the bank. I'm not sure if they're going to go ahead and do, but there's a lot of villagers in production for both players. Oh, we do see a barracks go up. I'm expecting. Oh, there it is. There's the militia rush for our Goth player. Should really come to no surprise, especially now that they have the free loom, which was just added recently in an update. So that could be a lot of fun. I know that some of the players were speculating maybe taking Malay or something like that in these maps. But yeah, so both economies are going slowly. The woodline's kind of far, so they can be exposed, but it's kind of fun to see that this is kind of an even map, not like anybody has a map advantage, so to speak. You can see here our Goth player's gold is a little forward, and I want to see, yeah, the resources for Buckfutter here. Yeah, he may not have the wood. Oh, he doesn't have the wood to build a lumber camp, which is why he's on his stragglers. So there you go. Building that barrack costs him a little bit. Now he's going to go there, but he has to find a nice spot for that lumber camp, which Elm has already done, and he's transitioning villagers over. You can see that he's already going forward with some men-at-arms, so maybe we can go ahead and take a look at the fog of war here to see if he's going to go ahead and find it very quickly. He's definitely looking for him, so you can see that he saw the patch of deer. That's the straggler tree, and there's the boar. And by the way, laming is completely fair game in these series, so if he wants to do anything like that, that's fine. And we get the nice house sound, which means that he's going to go ahead and build a house very quickly to make sure he keeps doing it. It's a little trickier when you're trying to do a giant militia rush instead. And we have Elminster here, who's already up on the going up on the feudal age. And you can see Buck is a little bit behind because he did invest all that food and some of that gold inside these militia. So he's not doing any damage. He's going to have a hard time. And he just went the wrong way for the wood line, which is really unfortunate because he'll be able to go ahead and maybe stop some of that wood production from Elm here. But he's almost on the way up, and you can see that Elm's actually started queuing up the loom technology right away. And we have 3 houses, more houses, a mill. So you can see that the pressure is going to definitely be there. He's got, I don't even know how many militaries. He's got about 9 militias and a scout? Holy moly. So there's one that actually went down. That scout might actually go down for free. And yeah, that's going to be dangerous. They don't have loom, those vills. And there's that 4 militia down here. If he finds that lumber camp, is he going to find it? He just saw it. And there's the quick walls for Elm. Really nice, well played. And there's the barracks coming down. So he's going to keep his woodcutters here very safe. And I think that that's might have been a mistake to go so heavy into militia, but good attempt. Like if you would have went on this closer side here first, he might have actually done a lot of damage, especially considering that those villas didn't have loom. They do now, which is really nice for him. Let's see here. Alright, so still decent economy. As you can see, they have a lot of wood in the bank. I'm just wondering if anyone's actually going to take a moment to maybe build a market. But that, see, the wood income here was actually really bad. And he's actually building a defensive tower here because of all the stone that he's got. And they'll be able to go ahead and easily plot maybe 1-2 castles with a little bit of stone mining. They really don't need any of stone and gold at this point in time in the game, so they're basically just going on food and wood at this point. But that is a very inefficient lumber camp. So as you can see, all the villagers are kind of running into each other, having a hard time. And Buck's finally up to the feudal age, where you can see that he's got quite a few militias. His scout's still alive, which I'm hoping he's going to make good use of it. I don't know how Elm's scouting has, so he's basically just scouted his base, and he's just being super greedy by luring deer at this point in the game, which I mean I don't mind. It's great, but yeah, those men-at-arms are going to be coming in, and he's going to have 7 of them. I'm not sure. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That might not be in range of the TC, so that barracks might actually go down if it's not careful. Oh no, he's going forward. Oh, that is just brutal. But he did see, I think, the tower, which is nice. So I don't know what he's going to do. There's not much to deny because he doesn't need that much to go to Castle Age. Once you're in Castle Age, you can more easily do anything. Oh, there it is. There's counter tower going up instantly, and yeah, that's not going to work. But unfortunately, look at those. Why is he not using the men-at-arms? Oh, that is so bad that he's not using them. Oh, that scout. Oh my god, he's saving his scout just barely. Put down the black. He's got 36. Oh my god, that blacksmith's going down. Oh, there it is. There's the lack of wood. Oh, I don't know if he actually got deleted in time or not. But yeah, those men-at-arms are basically just going down for free. That's a good counter tower because it's stopping him from advancing at all. And now he's forcing a little bit of idle time, which is nice. I mean, he was able to keep his berry safe. He probably won't be able to lure in the deer, but that's completely fine. And in the meantime, he is completely safe at home. He's dropped on the market. He's probably going to go ahead and abuse that a little bit to go up. But as you can see, there's only one person on food at this time for Elminster. So his villas are going to need to do something else a little bit better if he's going to keep going. But there it is. The stone walls are going to keep him quite safe. But he does have to make sure that there's one tower going down. A couple villagers taking quite a few hits. But yeah, the double tower here, and especially remember these are Teuton towers. They have murder holes. It's not an issue. Like they do have that. So all the men-at-arms here investment going down. But I'm not sure if enough damage was done. But it sure is keeping Elm on the back foot. That is 100% sure. I'm not sure why he just doesn't go ahead and rush that tower. He probably could do that. But yeah, so he's gunning a couple of Vills back out there, which is nice. Oh yeah, he's just going to go ahead and batter that down. Come on, Vill. You got this. And he's building another tower just in case. Forward archery range from Buck. And look, there's the more Vills coming out here. It's going to be a lot of fun. He has unfortunately done his berries. So let's see what he's going to do because he doesn't have the wood, not even close, for farms at this point in times. Definitely not. So there we go. So we have the repairs coming in on that tower, and look, both players are actually doing the exact same thing. They have stone for days, so that's going to be completely fine. I'm still surprised they did, like, the towers are too far apart for Buck here, so I'm not understanding what the plan is at this point. But it's good. Elm's economy he's actually sustaining the pressure, which is really nice to have. And this is just a showing to show the epicness of the games that are about to come, because these players are all over each other. There's high pressure. Buck's making an archer, so I'm not sure. Like, he's forced Elm into towers. I'm not sure how much damage he's expecting to do, especially considering that basically, if it's not almost underneath the TC, he's definitely under some towers. I'm not sure exactly where he's going with that, but there you go. The villagers are forced to run. That tower went down. As expected. But yeah. Oh, that villager might die to the boar. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, please. Oh no. So the the boar died. The boar got one. And I just realized Elminster never took any of the boars. That is crazy. So he's got a bunch of food that he can easily take if that's the case. And there's a tower on that side. And oh, that's huge. He's going to try to go back for that boar, and he's going to see the tower being built. So he's going to need to know. He's going to have to react. Is he going to react? Yes. Maybe? Yeah, there's got a lot of idle villagers. He's going to need to go ahead and chop more wood. You're going to have to start going on farms. And on the other side, we see Buckfutter. Nobody on food. So he did abuse the market quite a bit. I'm just going to see if I can see the market prices right away. Oh yeah. So they ended up buying a little bit of food, selling a lot of stone, or maybe not selling stone. Maybe a little bit to get extra food and extra wood. Because Buck's economy is quite disruptive. And look at that. That inefficient lumber camp right here is huge. He's trying to make some farms so he can get more villager production. But let's see, it's 34 villagers to 32. So it's still quite close. And as you can see, you have Elminster that ended up walling. He's going to go ahead and build that tower just to make sure that he's safe. And the cool thing, Teuton Towers, guys. Teuton Towers, huge bonus here by having free murder holes in the feudal age. So even if the towers are standalone, they still can shoot without having to wall them inside and things like that. So there you go. Yeah, so there's 2 towers going in, and I didn't remember, they also garrison 10 vills, which means that these towers are going down so fast. Look at those, 8 extra additional arrows. That is insane. And yeah, these towers are going to go down very quickly. Does he have... Yeah, he did get a blacksmith up, which also means he got fletching. And that's something that Buckfutter here doesn't have, at least not yet. He does not have fletching, so those towers are a little bit less inefficient. He doesn't have the range that he needs to. And yeah, see, that tower is actually going to go up. And it's already shooting at the other one. That's a very forward lumber camp. I think he got some inspiration from some of these Chinese players. Yeah, I think I prefer Elm. I think he stabilized quite a bit, even if Buck's economy at home was completely safe the entire time. His build was very strong, and I get that you want to do that with Goths, but look at this. He has no food in the bank, almost no gold, no stone, so he's not going to be able to purchase a castle once he gets to the Castle Age. So we won't see Huskarls for a little bit, which is going to make me contemplate exactly how he's going to deal with the pressure that Elminster's going to probably do once he gets to the Castle Age. And you see he's got some nice farm space too, so it's not like the towers that he went forward with are denying too much. And let's look at the economy here. So yeah, you got 11 on wood. This is a much more balanced economy. He still has that 900 gold. So I mean, he can like just sit underneath here and there's towers. Like his stone count is going down a little bit, but he's gonna be able to clear those towers because, as I said, Teuton Towers, man, super strong. 10 villager capacity. That's something that you don't see very often. I mean, you think Koreans for tower rushes or Incas for the cheaper towers and things like that. The cheeky boy grabbing the boar forward. My goodness. Yeah, he's got a couple of archers. That was nice play to go ahead and put them in. And yeah, those archers are just going waltzing over right to their death. And yeah, that tower's going to go down. It's going to liberate that mining camp, so that you can go ahead and retake that stone and gold that's close to the TC. And there you go. There's going to be almost no more pressure from Buck's towers at this point. So it's going to be a race to see who's going up the fastest. And I really like all the farming. Look at Elminster. He's got 19 farmers. Buck, let's see, has 16, so he's a little bit ahead, but he has that gold, so Buck actually has to go ahead and mine some of that gold back, because he did end up buying a lot of food to try to stabilize his economy, and he's got 39 vills to Elm's 42, so Elm actually took a vill lead during all of this, which is crazy. He is able to sustain that pressure, and like, yeah, Buck's actually creating some of these archers. And honestly, this is such a... Oh my god, look at that. He's using the tower to go ahead and kill the boar so that he can easily kill it later with the vill. Or maybe he's just denying it for Elm. I'm not sure if he's paying close attention to that. Oh! No, yeah, it's dead. So, no boar for Elminster. That farm is probably just being annoyed. But yeah, look at this. Towers around everything. Look at all that farming. 25 farmers. Elminster's actually probably used the market to... buy some of these resources that we see here, because he actually dropped his gold by quite a bit, and he is on his way to the Castle Age. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing that right now, but he is absolutely going up to the Castle Age, which is insane. Buck, on the other hand, not so much. He is getting close to the food required, but he's going to need a little bit of gold to do that. And as I said, he's got no stone in the bank. So right now, I think I'm giving the edge to Elminster here, our favorite wizard. And yeah, so to be fair, he did give up all map presence. He is stuck in that little corner of his base, but I have no doubt that once he gets there, with a significant lead actually, he's actually going to be able to go ahead and clear most of these towers up and reclaim some of that map control. And yeah, it looks like Buck is actually going back at this point a little bit to see what's going on. So yeah, so we have Elminster, and just to give you guys an idea, because I know that my chat is actually blocking the scoreboard, but he is actually about 500 points ahead. I'm guessing it's from the archers and towers that he's destroyed. And an immediate siege workshop goes down for Elminster, so he's probably going to go ahead and start getting some of those rams out. Buck is on his way to the Castle Age, so he's going to be there momentarily. He's actually got a monastery down as well. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing, but the Teuton monks have a lot of technologies as well, as I'm sure you guys have played the Barbossa campaign, and if you haven't, I highly recommend it. They have very strong monks. They have access to redemption, and eventually block printing and illumination. So all the really good stuff, including sanctity and stuff. And we got a Mangonel coming out. I guess he's expecting some archers, and he did change the siege workshop location, I guess, just for the fact. But those archers can be a pain. You can actually go ahead and manage to actually maybe snipe a couple monks. You see that Buckfutter automatically reacted with a spearman. He's expecting the knights, and yeah, look, he's even going into knights himself, expecting them. And he's making a lot of spears, and it's really funny because I haven't seen any forward pressure from Elminster down here. So he's just booming. He's going on his second TC already. Oh, sorry, my bad. A third TC. I did not see the other one that he built where his lumber camp used to be. So he's got a couple of mangonels, I think, queued up, or just the one. No. But he is housed at the moment, so we got a Buck on the other side who's floating at such a ton of food. He's going to need more woodcutters if he wants to go ahead and build a ram anytime soon. But yeah, or another TC. But he's going all out, I think, in Castle Age. Like, this is going to be a 1 TC push. He's already got the crossbowman. He's got a knight coming in and dropping down a forward siege workshop. But pikeman, my god, he is investing into everything at this point. And look at those conversion villagers. That is insane. Run, my friend. And that monk healing range. Look at this. The villager's getting healed from that far. That is insane. But yeah, he's got 3 TCs. Elminster, he is a player that likes to boom quite nicely. And yeah, look at that knight. Oh, there's a split. The split micro, guys. We got a tryhard over here. And yeah, look, those vills are just going to die. Those poor forward vills are going to die. So let's see if he's got any more. Yeah, he got more woodcutters in the back there. Doing a nice job. So we can see he's got the army lead right now, but I mean, we've got such an economy lead for Elminster that it's going to be hard. So he's got 57 vills to 41 at this time, and he's got 3 TCs, and I believe most of them are pumping out. Oh yeah, they are all pumping out, and he's going for a monk and siege defense, and that losing that knight was huge. Oh, but how did he not die? How did he not kill both of those mangs with that shot? And yeah, I mean, he doesn't really care about that. Oh, the monk! No, not the monk. He's got a relic, for God's sakes. And yeah, oh, yeah. Anyways, so we got a double monastery going down. He's playing this like arena, and it is kind of working actually. I'm just wondering, I'm just wondering if he's got redemption. And there you go. That's a dead mangonel right there. Unfortunately, too late. And we got, yeah, that tower is just really annoying. I'm wondering, yeah, unfortunately Goths can't upgrade their towers, otherwise that could be a guard tower and be super annoying. But yeah, you got the crossbows down here just doing their hit and runs. And don't see any, let's see here for the production. Yeah, we don't see anything. He's just making more crossbows. The good news about all of this is that Buck's economy at home is completely untouched. He is, however, only on a single TC. So this is going to be a lot of fun, guys. We have a 3 TC boom down here for Elminster. He's heavily on stone. I'm expecting to see a castle hopefully soon. And yeah, he unfortunately keeps getting housed. So that's never nice. And he's not having that many places to build houses. Look at that. Look at the heals on the monk. That is insane. And yeah, there you go. That tower is going to go down finally, as the monk is totally debating with the heals. And there you go. So that's going to leave a lot of vision to be desired. So now he doesn't see as far as he used to inside. Oh, and a forward castle. Oh, please. Look at that. Oh, that's not good. There's like 3 mangonels. There's no way he's going to out micro this. Oh, there's the big bada boom. Guys, this is it. Oh god, this could be game. This is a doubt castle. This is a doubt castle, and he's got the conversions. Yeah, there it is. There's the GG, guys. Well done. What a crazy game. Wow, that was absolutely insane. Yeah, that one TC push, all in. I'm not sure if you made the right choice to go all in forward here. Might have done it a little bit differently, maybe stayed behind. I think maybe his balancing of the resources was not that good. But Elm takes that first game, guys. Well done. So let's go back here and we'll update the score. Alright, so that was quite the crazy game. So we're going to take off the stairs that they ended up choosing for themselves. Or should I say for each other. So there's going to be no Goths seeing here. And then, of course, no Teutons. And it's kind of rare to see, but you got the free win for the Teutons. I was kind of excited to see their bonus, but Elminster went the complete other way. I gotta say, to his benefit. And yeah, we got to see that awesome map, so there we go. So we get to see, hopefully, one of Buckfutter's home maps, so they are Socotra and, boy, did I get this wrong or what? I did get the maps wrong. 1 second, guys. I will fix that in just a jiffy. Alright, so I'm getting messages from the players to see what the next map is going to be. And it's going to be Socotra. And alright, so the next map is actually going to be Socotra, one of Buck's home maps. And we will go ahead and see what is going to be in store for them. So for those of you who've never played Socotra, as you can see on the little mini-map down here that we have, it's basically like a small tiny island. The outside you cannot dock, it is surrounded by rocks. It is a very closed and a small arena. And we are going to see the Turks for Elminster against the Buckfutter's Britons. So this is going to be a very, very close match, and it's going to be hopefully a lot of fun. I'm not sure about the Britons. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be able to use some of their bonuses, but they do have a shepherd's bonus, which might be relevant. The Turks get to mine gold faster, so I'm not sure if that's also going to play a role here, but there's not that many resources on this map, so map control is huge. Even just building a tower, and you'll see it on the tiny island, will be such an incredible position to defend from, that yeah, I don't see that there's going to be too much out here. Honestly, some of them, one of the best civs probably is going to be the Incas because of how messy it usually gets, and that you want to go ahead and tower very, very quickly. The Koreans can also be very painful to play up against because they are able to mine stone faster, which means that you have more towers, but because of the random amount of resources, chances are most players will be able to go ahead and build at least 1 or 2 towers very quickly. But I have seen some games where they don't have enough stone to even build 1 tower because they can start with less than 120 stone. So we'll see what random resources gives and how that will affect the player's strategies. I'm just waiting until the game starts and we will get on their way. Yeah, I'm glad that Huggieg is able to go ahead and spam that new bad map design that I've got. So, alright, let's do it. If it'll eventually show up in the lobby, that would be really, really swell, guys. Alright, there we go. Best of luck, guys. Alright, so let's take a look at the map, and first of all, the resources. So, unlike the other game, lots of wood, about 500 food, which means that most players will probably opt to go really up very quickly. 200 gold, so again, you can go up quite early to the castle age if you're able to keep that gold up, and an 873 stone, so you'll be able to build towers for days. And this is going to be insane. I want to see what kind of strategy that they're going to be able to pull out. So of course, like I said, you see the entire island is actually surrounded by some rocks. So the players are very close in together. And as you can see, there's not that many spots. I'm going to say maybe Elm's got a better map. But I mean, so does Buck. Because those areas in the back here can be used by both players. So they're not too trapped in. But they are quite close. As you can see, I can see both TCs on the same screen. So you can see it here, and then you can see Elm's TC or Buck's TC here. It's going to be insane. So they did get 1 sheep. So that was some of the Britons. Nice. And they're already bringing in their first elephant. Wow, those guys are really noisy. And yeah, so basically you can see that they're gathering quite a bit of food. Uh, and let's take a look at the resources. There's a lot of wood in the middle that's going to definitely be denied if you just put a couple of towers here on the hills. Uh, go ahead and that. So basically, if you put like 3 towers, you can deny most of the resources on this map. So if you put one here on the hill, one here, and one here, you separate the island in 2 and you separate your own resources. So it's quite crucial to see who's actually going to go up first. It might be interesting to see one player who's actually going to go ahead and maybe not create as many vills and go up very quickly. We have Buck that's actually, both players have queued up quite a few vills in their TC. So Buck, you see he's got 6 vills in his TC already doing that. And then Elm has another 4. So you can see that they're just, oh my god, the Deer Lords, the tryhards. This is insane, guys. Oh yeah, Buck's just milling the deer, which I think is probably a good idea. I mean, yeah, you do have the berries in the back though. But yeah, you do gather quite a bit faster from the zebras in the hunt. So I don't know. It's going to be really fun, at least to say the least. And we got here. Oh yeah, is he walling? Is he actually just gonna wall? Just try to keep the towers at bay? Next level strats. You could definitely go ahead and do that. Like if you find your opponent really quickly with your scout, just go around and you just start walling around them, right? It's the same as you'd walling your base, but you're walling in your opponent. There's not that much room that they can go to. And then if you go up, holy crap. Yeah, you trapped them. There it is. There's the barracks. Are we going to see more militia coming out? Yeah, that is definitely fully walled. So that area here is walled. Back here, yes, it is. It's still walled. So that is making a nice front wall for Buck. He's actually starting to wall his wall quite early. We don't see the same for our Elminster friend here, who's just getting housed and just creating more vills behind it. Yeah, no house problems for Buck. I think he maybe have learned from the last game. But yeah, look at the walls coming down. Yeah, very smart, I think, to try to keep that at least that map area. The wood might be a problem, but he does kind of have these small wood line back here if ever it comes down to. That wood line is going to be very safe, I believe. But we'll see. The rest of the wood is going to be very contested. So as you can see, both players are basically going to explore most of the map. As you can see, you can kind of guess that his TC is down here with the berries. So he's just being very extra careful not to take extra hits on his scout. But yeah, you can see that he's basically, oh, careful. Yeah, no loom on vills. Oh, never mind, that one had loom. Just a weak vill. But yeah, so as you can see, like they've scouted most of the map already. So let's see what Elminster's. I know that his problem last game was his lack of scouting. Guys, you have auto scout for a reason. Now you guys realize that you're not pros, but geez, auto scout is a thing. And yeah, he's walling, but he's walling maybe a little too close to the TC. Like he's given up all of this area here to Buck, and I'm not sure I agree with that. That's a lot of map control that you're giving up. But it really depends on who's going to go up first. These towers are going to be so deadly. It's so important. And I understand this is probably one of the reasons why it's so not competitive. That these promote very messy games, very tower-heavy games. And that's why we're playing them, because we like messy, we like unorthodox strats. But keep in mind, these are not civs that people would usually pick on these maps. Like I don't think you'd see the Turks on here at all. Turks are not usually a very heavy played, but I mean, I'm just wondering, is this strat what? Oh, all right. So we can see on the side here, Elminster's going to be up, but Buck's going to be right behind them. They've clicked up both of them, and as you can see, they've got quite a bit of resources. I'm wondering, do you go up to try to go to Castle Age fast so that you can have the tools that you need to bring down those towers, as your opponent will most likely heavily invest into them if they're able to? We'll see. What is the actual good strat? So as you can see, Elm is basically just quite open. He's just kind of walling one side of his base. Not too much care in the world. He's lumber camp over here. Yeah, that works. That's a decent lumber camp. There's a gap here, but it's fine. It's forward. I don't know how I feel about that. As you can see, Buck is almost fully wall. He's got that one space back here, and thank God, because otherwise Elminster would actually be blind to this. There we go, he's advanced, and so did Buck. So as you can see, they were both one behind each other, and it is going to be a lot of fun. So we got, you have double archery ranges for their our Turk player, and you've got that nice tower on the hill over here, and another archery range. And yeah, Elminster's actually being housed on 20 pop, 19 vills. Buck went up with 20, so not too bad. Yeah. And we've got, you see, we had that one tower already go down. So that's going to be a lot of excellent play. And yeah, lots of archers being pumped for Elminster. A couple archers for Buck. So it's going to be an archer war. But I prefer to have those watchtowers on my in my corner. That's for sure. Look at that, he even walled in the relic just in case. Because why not? You got one idol. Oh, and there it is. Look at that. He's actually walling, and he's gonna try to retreat. Oh, he's gonna escape with that one hit needing. Oh boy. All right, so stone walls. I'm not sure what he's gonna do now because those archers are not gonna do that much damage anymore. Oh, there you go. A couple archers going down this way. I'm not sure how much damage they can do because it's very easy for Buck to keep walling behind and just add watchtowers. It's gonna be hard to come back from that because as you can see, he's gonna start creeping up. He's denied the berries, which is not good. At least for Elminster, he's gonna run out of food very shortly. He hasn't transitioned to farms. He's just basically on food. On wood and gold. And I don't know if he's actually making any. No, he's got nothing on. He's got no vills on food at the moment, so that's really, really bad. And look at that sneak vill down here. So I don't know if that's a mistake. He actually got in. If he's able to go down here before they're able to wall, that's very dangerous. Oh, the quick walls maybe? Oh boy, he has to bring something down. Oh my god. Did he? Oh, he didn't see it. Oh, that's going to be so bad. He's going to have 6 archers to deal with in the back there. And this is still open, so he can keep it open. And he's got a scout, a spear, just in case a Buck is deciding to go ahead and transition to scout. But it's not that much food on the map. We can't do that. So there you go. Transition to food. He's got a blacksmith, so he's going to get fletching. And that's going to be so much damage to his eco. And we'll see the micro here from the guys. And yeah, he's going to even bring some villagers to fight. So he got the middle position locked down with some towers. And, I mean, it is working. But he's able to transition his... Oh, come on, look at this. Walling in the gold at the back. And yeah, he's got to go back because he's being outnumbered in archer numbers because of the double archery range reduction. But yeah, this is crazy. My god. Yeah, he's going to go right underneath the TC. That's really bad. But he was able to get them off wood. So where is he getting his wood from at this point? He's actually not. This is really bad. There is no wood. Unless I'm blind. Look at that. Just walling in the gold. I mean, it's not like he's going to need it right away. Because he's also got another one over here just in case he needs it. But still, it's good to have that in the back. And there's the market. I think Elma's going to probably sell most of his stone. We'll take an eye on that. And try to go up, maybe buy some food. Look at that. Look at this. That one straggler, man, it's gotta go. It has got to go. It won't be alive for very long, let me tell you. There you go, out of wood. And he's just circling around with his archers. He's got a number superiority over here. See those watchtowers? As good as they are, they're not mobile, right? So they can't do that much. And he's actually taken he's actually taken Buck off wood. This is actually insane. Does he have anything? He doesn't have enough for another lumber. Oh, this is... Oh, wait, hang on. Never mind. I take it back. He has a lumber camp down here, and he's going to have to go underneath his towers. But look at all these dead vills. These guys, they don't even have fletching yet. Holy... That is insane. That he doesn't have... Oh, my God. That is some insanity right there. Wow. So yeah, the archer production is just non-stop from Elminster. As you can see, he's got 4 in both. And you've got even Buck that's actually starting his own archer production down here. And I'm not sure that I see anything down here for him to actually do. But we'll see if he's able to keep it up. But yeah, those archers in his economy, so huge. But thankfully, though, he's got a couple of places that he can go into to hide. He's got those nice, wonderful towers. And yeah, he's doing just... Yeah, he's just sniping those towers one at a time. And he's losing quite a few vills. Let's take the pop on the vills. So it's 32 vills to 29. So it's still really close. And he's just keeping on pumping those archers. Because he's wood and gold. Got plenty of. Yeah, he's got the market. So I'm not sure what he's going to do with it. He has 11 on food at the moment. So I'm just waiting to see if maybe he's actually going to go ahead and maybe go up quicker. Is he going to buy his way up? It's going to be insane to see. Those houses, blacksmith wall, all the way to the TC. He's trying to keep those woodcutters safe. He needs them. He needs an army. He needs something to defend. But yeah, there you go. Nice play. And yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, he shouldn't be going that way. That's for sure. Yeah, those houses are going to go down. More spears. I guess he's expecting scouts at some point. I'm still surprised he hasn't walled this off yet. That will cut his pressure and reinforcements because everything else is walled and towered. It's a really nice play. Where's that Vil going? And he's alive, walking under the TC. Guys, are you seeing this? I'm shocked. And there you go. Oh, that sneak Vil ended up building a tower down here. I totally missed that. And then of course Elm built his own counter tower. Yeah, that Vil died. No way out of this one. But yeah, a little bit of harassment. Come on, where's that Vil? I want to see that Vil. Come on. Where is that Vil? Please tell me it's still alive. It is! It is! It's building a tower! Hype! Oh, is he debating? He's totally debating with that one archer. Oh, no. I really wanted to see that happen, though. That would have been really cool to see that tower go up just for fun. Oh, man. Yeah, this is really messy. Messy economy. Messy everything. Yeah, so we got fletching coming in for Buck. I don't see that actually being too much of an issue. We have it already for Elminster. He's been able to take care of that tower, so he's able to take wood. So as you can see, he's able to secure those nice resources back here. And he's just being a pest with those archers, keeping most of this north part of the map completely denied to Buck, despite the fact that he's, taking a lot back here. Oh boy. So yeah, that house might go down. So, both players actually walled in here. This is actually turning out to be a much closer game. And maybe a little bit more standard than I thought it was going to be, despite all of this. But yeah, so that tower is just... Those towers actually literally saved Buck, because he had nowhere else to run to when those archers came in. And yeah, look at that farming economy on that side. I'm waiting to see who's going to click up first, because that might be the beginning of the end for one of our players, that's for sure. So we will see. Yeah. So he's trying to break into this wall, I mean, just in case, but he's got nothing better to do. And yeah, Buck's trying to do a counterattack, but as you can see, Elm is just going to go ahead and keep walling very quickly. No way. I don't believe it, guys. Elm is going up to the castle age first. Buck is actually investing in his archers. He's getting his armor upgrade. That is absolutely insane. I cannot believe it. It's going to be an epic game. Yeah, he's even doing wheelbarrow. How much food is he? He doesn't have any food in the bank. Oh my god. And Elminster, yeah, he did sell some of his stone over there. If he builds a castle to clear up those towers, or a siege workshop or something, because he does have the wood, I cannot believe he has wood on this map. It is absolutely insane that he does. I'm on board with this plan. 100% on board. Wow. Look at that amount of archers. Those are going to be crossbowmen probably instantly. And then he's going to make a mangonel start clearing those towers. And what does Buck have? He's going to have a wheelbarrow though. So yeah, his economy took a huge price, I guess. And that tower is going to slowly go down. Let's see, how close is he to... Come on, man. Click up. Click up, please. I cannot believe he's able to click up before. It's so messy. Buck had the right idea. He's going to be able to go ahead and tower the front. Grab that map control. But he was able to let in the archers from Elminster. That was huge. Oh, don't fight. Wait for your upgrades. Yeah, there you go. Immediate vodkid and crossbow. Just like a pro. Just like a pro. So yeah, we got the archers. He doesn't want to take a fight. He's just going to run away. And what do we have? I'm looking for the siege workshop, which is there. Perfect. And yeah, he's going to start making this. Now, Buck has to go up. He is clicking up It's going to be up very shortly. But yeah, it's going to be behind in... He has to keep his army alive. That is his only comeback option right now. He has to keep these guys alive. He has to keep them so that the longbows... Sorry, the longer range of the Britain archers, once they hit Castle Age, are going to outdo basically the tech advantage for Elm at the moment. So he has to keep them alive. We got the Mangonel, so he has to also be careful. And he's going to start towering these guys down, and he's just going to be a huge pest with this. So there you go, double archery range for Buck over here. And he's just waltzing in with crossbows underneath towers. He has no care in the world. He's just killing those vills. My goodness. Impressive. No care in the world. Oh, thank God he saw this coming. So he did wall over here, and he's walling towards his TC because he does need that. But he's taking a couple of vill kills. Any economy damage at this point is going to delay Buck so much. And there you go, double Mangonel push. Elm is not on stone, so that's a bonus. It's nothing to worry about on that front. And yeah, those Mangonels are just clearing those towers, especially in the feudal age when these guys have like, oh well, he just aged up, but they had 700 HP. Now they're doing a little bit better, but yeah, that's not going to end very well. So yeah, there we go. Going to be cleared very quickly. And there we go. Cleanup is starting to happen. I'm wondering if should probably cancel that tower. He's not going to have any plans to finish it. Yeah, there's another TC. He's heavily going on stone right now. And I'm assuming that we're going to see a castle. Castle on here is like a death sentence. There's almost no way you're going to get that, especially when you have to lead. Absolutely disgusting. But it's going to be insane to see. I am all for that hype. Alright. There's a castle. If he gets this up and he can start making Janissaries after that point, it is going to be game over. That's 3 Mangonels. So that's nice couple of vill kills. So the problem with this is that, yeah, see that Britain's outranged those Mangonels, so it's so hard. But, I mean, look. He's able to keep it alive. Those villagers are actually going to go ahead and do what they need to do. Yeah, there you go. They're going to get that castle up. Guys, castle's up. What is he going to do now? He doesn't have anything to do after this. So that's just more map control for Elm. And then he can start making Janissaries. And then what? He is moving over there. Maybe he can get a castle of his own. Let's see. Is he on stone? He is now heavily on stone. We'll see what's going to happen. Maybe he's going to get a defensive castle of his own. If he puts it like here, I can see that's working. On the hill, maybe? Definitely on the hill. But yeah, it's 2 DCs apiece. Yeah. That Mangonels have almost no chance against Britain longbows. Or, I keep saying longbows for some reason. I mean crossbows. That 1 extra range. Huge. Yeah. So it's very important that they don't actually get closed in. But yeah, as you can see, they've pretty much separated the map in half, which is really nice. But this castle is just pushing so far up ahead. So far. He is clearing those pesky palisade walls once and for all. And yeah, it looks like maybe Elm might actually be able to drop another castle. Yeah, he's going to be able to do that very soon. If he gets it up on the hill here, I don't see how Buck's going to come back. He's going to be too closed off, too pressured. But hey, I could be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong, guys. There it is. There's the castle. It's a little bit more defensive than I would have liked because it doesn't actually secure him anything but this wood line, which he's already secured. I would have put it like over here to deny Elm some resources. And maybe he was going forward to go ahead and build another castle at that point. But yeah, that is a terrible, terrible trade. Double castle in the front? Okay. Alright. I guess he sees the other castle coming down for Buck. So he's going to answer with another one of his own. So usually when it gets this far, I've seen a couple of people go there on team games, which believe me are absolutely insane. But I have seen team games like that. And let me tell you, that's the first one to imp. And that's why they usually have a Byzantine player on their team when they play this map. Huge. And there you go. Janissaries are basically have the exact same range as those crossbows. So they're not going to be doing too much. But he is denying that siege workshop. So no mangonels I don't think is going to be coming out. And those archery units are also going down. Forcing more wood out of our player Buck here, who's dire need. Oh, but the counter crossbow, the counter attack here with those crossbows. Just as the stone finishes. Oh, and he sees it immediately. Look at all the villagers coming back here. Unless he's doing something else that I'm not sure of. But yeah, that's a lot of dead vills for almost no good reason. Oh, that is really gonna hurt. But yeah, he's actually, I think he's preparing. He's actually preparing a ram push. Is that right? Yeah, he is. There you go. Alright, so I mean, he killed a lot of villagers, but he's also sitting under the TC. We'll see how that plays out. My god, the resources are crazy. So Elminster is actually floating gold at the moment. Actually, both players are floating gold. Buck's trying to get another castle going. He's mining that stone on the side of the map here. And, oh god, he's just throwing away his crossbow. There's a bada boom. Oh, man. He wasn't watching for about half a second, and that's unfortunately all it takes. And those crossbow coming out of this archery, come on, man. They're just going to die. He's trying to build up his numbers. Yeah, I should probably make some actual longbows. There you go. See, I said it right, guys, this time. Yeah, he's running out of, like, safe wood. Like, he's not going to be safe if he takes wood from here, which is why I would have liked that castle placement a little more forward. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, we've got a ram push. So we got one ram, another ram coming. He's going to want to push his castle. And the worst part is that I don't think, yeah, Buck doesn't have the wood. See, he doesn't have the wood to actually build a mangonel. He doesn't have the wood to build another siege workshop. Because he's making sure that, you know, this one is on lockdown. He's got Janissaries, he's got mangonels of his own down here. So when those rams goes and push, he's got, what, vills to fight? It's going to be insane. Yeah. I think he's just going to play it safe. He's going to take out the siege workshop before he pushes in. Yeah, so thankfully he's got this wood uncontested, at least for now. I swear, if Elm scouts this, he's not going to let him have it for free. But yeah, as you can see, the wood on the map is already starting to run out. It's going to be a problem, and they're not even in the Imperial Age just yet. But yeah, so Buck is actually, you know, more than halfway up our resources up there. And yeah, Elminster is not even close. He is, I think he's going for an all-out push here because he's making vills, janissaries, everything. He does have a ton on food, however, but he's just using that to make janissaries and more vills. So you can see he's got 71 villagers, and Buck's got 75. So you can see they've been booming despite all of this chaos. He's got another castle coming up. So he's going to try to go ahead and hold this position, and oh, you can see the push down here. Oh, that could be really bad. He's actually drawn back. He doesn't want to deal with that at all, but microing 2 mangonels, he's doing it. Look at that. Sure, he's taking a couple of shots from the Jennies for free, but you know what? Who cares? Yeah, now he's going to be able to get that castle up, and as I said, yeah, he's going to got vills to fight because he doesn't have anything else to beat them. Those crossbows, not that great. But yeah, that castle's going up, period. So that's going to secure more map, I guess, but there's nothing behind here. Like, he's just saving farm space. Like, I would have put that castle closer to this hill, somewhere. Get that gold, secure this wood. That wood's going to be huge. Like, you're not securing this wood at all. Oh, but what I missed, guys, what I missed is that Buck is on his way to the Imperial Age. He's at 60%. Elm just clicked up, so he's going to have a Treb advantage here if he's going for Trebs. And he has the wood, he has the gold to do so. And he's even got enough for another castle, so maybe he's going to put another one down. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and put the guys, not a lot of resources left on this map if you consider all things. Yeah, see, like he's building another lumber camp down here. He's going to chop that wood, and then there's, as you can see, guys, all that wood's gone. It's just a couple of wood lines here and here. Everything else is gone. There's almost no gold. So there's a couple of gold back here. This gold is, nobody's going to be able to take it at this point. It's in no man's land. Oh, look at that. He's actually walling down here. Why is he walling this way? Why are you not walling closer to the wood line so that way you can do something about this? Alright, I guess he's leaving Buck to have some wood, but he doesn't want any nasty surprises back here. He's getting a university, so bomber cannons are going to be really good because as soon as he reaches the Imperial Age, he's going to have access to those. And yeah, 2 trebs automatically going out on the way for Buck, so he's going to definitely want to do that. But remember, Turks don't need to research chemistry, so he's going to have access to those bombard cannons ASAP. He's got 2 siege workshops to make them from. Something that we forget. Holy crap, look at all the floating amounts of resources. He doesn't have that much wood anymore, but man, does he have food and gold? And to be fair, that's what the Turks need. There you go. Treb's coming out. He's getting masonry, so that's going to make his castles quite a bit harder to kill, which is really nice. And yeah, what do we have here? Oh, so he's actually denied the gold here for... Nice. So he's securing in that gold. There's a relic down here. But what else? What else is going on? So Buck is actually getting chemistry. He's getting more trebs. So this is going to be a treb war. He's repairing the castles. I don't know. Yeah, you'd have to treb them down. Don't have a choice. But so basically, you have some amazing crossbowmen here with 9 range at the moment, which are actually out and ranging the Janissaries at this point. I'm just wondering, what is the transition from here? What is Elminster going to make? He can't... I don't see him going into hand cannons. He can go into hussars. He gets them for free. That's a nice idea. Yeah, he is repairing those castles. Oh, that's really bad. Just free longbows deaths for free. So he has to repair that castle, and he doesn't have masonry, so it's going to cost him. On the other hand, he has architecture, so he knows exactly what he's doing to how to mitigate as much damage as possible. But that castle looks like it's going to go down. Oh yeah. So 1 castle down, and that leaves some of his trebs actually quite open, so he can actually go ahead and snipe them. And there's a little bit of army down here, but man... Yeah, so the problem with what Buck did here is that he actually split up his trebs to hit different castles. And he was, basically, Elminster was able to repair enough to keep him up. Oh, come on. Now there's 4 trebs on this 1 castle, and that one's going to go down. Ooh. Alright, so what's next, guys? So Buck's got wood in the bank for days. Oh, this is cheeky. I swear, if Elm would have seen this... So, he can't see it, though. Yeah, as you can see, we're just kind of looking a little bit at the fog of war here. He wouldn't have given this for free, especially when it's within range. But yes, there you go. So those trebs are going to take down those castles. I have almost no doubt of that. There's 1 treb that's not firing. That is so sad to see. And what's back here? Yeah, still the walls. Farming eco. What are they actually going to be doing? There's a couple of jennies down here. More stone, I guess. They're being collected because he ran out of stone repairing. Yeah, see, those trebs are actually going to go down. So they're firing treb on treb. Yeah, there you go. Those are kind of important, but oh, why would you throw away your archers like that? I mean, I get that you don't want to get them repaired, but like, you don't have that much to protect your economy that way. So if you're throwing away your army, there's not that many resources left on the map. What will you do? So we can see that Elm's actually preparing, oh god, skirmishers. Guys, we have Turk skirmishers against Britain archers. Just saying. This is going to be a disaster. And there you go. There's another castle going up for Buck. So he's just trying to hold on for his dear life. But there's a bomber cannon here on the way for Elminster. You should have waited until all the castles were dead before you started doing that, so that way you secure map control and you don't have to repair. That castle's almost dead. And yeah, bombard cannons. Oh, he has to keep that safe because these guys have, you know, nine range. He can't afford to lose them. Run. Uh, you have to keep underneath the castle. But yeah, look, see? Now he lost his army. That one's just going to die as soon as it stops. There you go. As soon as it stops walking. And there you go. So that's going to go down. With the bombard cannon here, I mean, maybe the Trebs can get an easy pick off. But yeah, I don't see that happening too much. Like, this is... There's no actual units to go raid. And there you go. So those fills, oh my god, so non-efficient. They're all crowded around this, despite the mining camp being so far away. They're chopping so much wood. There's almost nothing left on the map, guys. Look at this. Few stragglers here and there. And that's it. Oh my god, there's no lumber camp here. This is such a mess. But I cannot believe how much of a high pop gain that we're having. So both castles here were defeated. This one barely went up. And yeah, we've got a defensive castle down here for Elminster. He actually decided to go ahead and go closer. And there you go. There's the stables. I was waiting for those. I couldn't believe it. Didn't see that. It seems like the logical play. Skirmishers. Oh, and there's a forward castle down here. Come on, use that. Use those trebs of yours. You're gonna need more than one build to build that castle, my friend. Oof. Oh my god. Oh, thank god there's a lot more vills now, because there's two trebs firing it. And he's firing from... Actually, not on the hill. This is actually very strange that he's not firing from up on top. But yeah, that castle is going to go down almost as soon as it went up. Like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, you can see the hussars are coming in. Wondering how many upgrades. Yeah, let's take a look here. So he's only got the first armor upgrade. Tricks actually get access to all of them. And this is... Those skirmishers. I do apologize. I do have some... The flower mod is still on. So they're throwing giant flowers at the house. It's great. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of hussars. If he's able to go in somewhere... yeah, there's... What is it? There's a bombard cannon here? Really? Wow, that is impressive. And there you go. There's going to be gold collected over here. Elminster's actually starting to run out of gold, I believe. Look at that. He's got about 300 gold left in the bank. These guys, maybe another 1,000 or so left if he's not selling his resources. But yeah, I don't know what he's got to push because those bomber cannons are super expensive. Let's see on Buck's side, what does he have to work with? Like, that is not a lot of gold, so he's got to make sure that it counts. Oh, but he does have this gold, so this gold has not been yet contested or taken, actually. Yeah, we have the transition into a Hussar, which we can see he's trying to take down the Treb, rather unsuccessfully, which is he needed a little bit more Hussar help, and I think the GG was called, yeah. So I think Buckfutter here took the game. What an incredible defense. Wow, that was insane. Honestly, I couldn't tell you who was going to win from the get-go. Kept switching back and forth, but yeah, looks like the Britons were able to hold their own on this time. So yeah, great game, guys. Yeah, that was insane. Oh, you got Werewolf. I did not see that. Oh man. All right, so I'm just going to be waiting on the players. So this time is going to be. I should probably update the score, guys. It's 1-1. A very exciting series. So I'm just waiting on Elminster, who's going to go ahead and let me know which map of his home maps they're going to be playing on. So let me take a look here. Oops, not that one. Come on, where's the other one? There we go. Perfect, so none of that one. So now we're going to see if we're going to play on either Bogland or Budapest. Alright, so map number 2 has actually been decided. It's going to be a Budapest. So you start with double TCs, so you have a lot to do, especially in the early game. And the Civ matchup is going to be the Cumans for Elminster against the Saracens for Buckfutter. So this is going to be quite the interesting. I'm not sure if it means that the Cumans can't build another TC in on Budapest, which will be very interesting to see. Alright, well, any guys you want to try to guess whichever one is going to win this next match on Budapest? I'm happy to see that. Alright, so we're going to see if they have started. Should be a lot of fun. Alright, so they have started. Let's go check it out to see what's going on here. So I gotta wait about a couple, you have to wait about a minute, so we've got about 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna see what we are playing with. Alright, so like I said, double town center start. I got quite a bit of gold, quite a bit of stone, which seems to be the norm in these games, but a lot less wood and a lot less food than the last previous game. And as you can see, oh my god, these guys are so close. Do you see this? I don't even know whose cows these are. Insane. And that's Elminster's gold. Because, hang on. Is that really what how did that work exactly? How is this? There's, hang on. This gold pile is actually 2 golds put together by both players. Holy crap. I don't think I've seen this before. That is insane. I guess only Huggieg can put the bad map design on here, because that's going to be one hell of a point of contention here. Look at that. He's just going to go ahead and steal those cows back. This cow's here. Everybody's got 2 boars, so that's going to be an insane start. The players are going to have to do so much. And this is kind of like a reverse cross, where you still have the 4 lakes. However, yeah, they're going to have to keep docking. Like, the corners are not lakes. So that's the only difference between that and that is one nice wood line for Buck, that's for sure. To be fair, look at that. Backstones for Elminster, so forward golds here for both players. Really bad, but all the golds for Elminster are really forward, which is really bad. But I think that Elminster played really nicely on that last map, so he's actually got a dock up already, so he's going to start fishing, and he's just putting most of his economy on wood at this point, so that he can keep putting that fish production, because last time he fish boomed like a madman and was able to take on top against our friendly Huggieg player over here. That was an insane game. So you got double scouts, which means you have to be careful, because your villagers don't start with loom. So 2 scouts, you can do some damage. Those wonderful 2 cows here have not been found, but those cows were stolen. I'm not sure who they belonged to originally, but that is happening. And look, we've got the walls coming down already for Elminster. He wants to keep his economy as safe as possible. Yeah, that is insane. So he wants to keep his economy safe, his dock safe, And look at that, he's starting to wall already. He wants to go ahead and say, this is my land, let me boom, and I'll take you up late game. Kumans have access to a lot of nice... Oh, there's a Vil pick. Oh, come on. Like I said, you have to be careful with those. Buck's being very aggressive indeed. Now, where are the scouts? Yeah, he doesn't really matter. He's just docking both pawns. So that's something that Buck has not done yet. He hasn't actually gone on those pawns at all. But he is hunting quite a bit on both TCs. And to be fair, to have both boars and come in like that, props, my friend. Not easy to do. Most some pros even mess up one boar lure. Not often, mind you, but they still do. And wow, he's already up on the way to feudal age. That is insane. He's already up, guys. What is this? How is he doing this? That is crazy. So much food. And there we go. Got a barracks coming down. Wait, double barracks? Maybe that was yeah, I think that was a misclick. He probably wants to put an archery range or stable or something. Yeah, these guys are so close here. Not funny. Yeah, I hope Elminster is actually able to scout. Let's see what the scouting information is like. So yeah, so Buck's taking a scout to go down here and scout. He saw one dock. He's about to go ahead and see the other. I guarantee that. And maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know that there's map. Like there's that much fish down here, because he's gonna see the other dock for Elminster. He's got 2 docks. And let's see what he sees. Oh yeah, he's just scouting his own. He's walling up very safely. Oh, but he's walling out his gold, guys. He's walling out his gold. He doesn't know that this is like his gold is down here. If he doesn't have this gold either, he's gonna be out of gold very quickly. But yeah, he's got some archers. Archers are coming in on the way already for Buck. And we got the house sound, which is going to be very common on this map because of massive productions from 2 TCs, and especially even from military units that you can see that are being pumped out. But oh my god, this is going to be so... Oh, he walled in time, but look at this. 2 boars just not taken. And that villager is going to... Oh, no. Oh, he's going to actually take a boar inside. He's going to keep... Oh, there you go. So he walled up behind very quickly. And yeah, he's going to finish that wall. But he needs to have that gold inside. If he doesn't have that gold inside, it's going to be really bad. And he's going to... Okay, at least he's going to have this one inside. This one is going to be part of the wall, I assume is going to happen. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. That's going to be part of the wall. Yeah, massive walls. He's just going to take his time, try to boom up. Those archers are inside, though. Is there a... Oh, there is a hole! Oh no, what's the point of walling like that if there's a hole? Thankfully though, it's only 2 archers, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, you've got the fish boom coming in. 3 docks. I will repeat that. 3 docks for Elminster. They found the cows here, which is nice. Extra food income for them. And like, guys, Elminster's not even up on feudal age yet. He's in no rush. Just like, yeah, I have 2 TCs, I'm gonna boom. And that's it. But there's 3 archers in his base. I'm not sure what he wants to do with that. He might want to go ahead and maybe rush them down with those vills, because otherwise they're just going to harass him forever. Maybe he's got a couple of scouts around here somewhere. But yeah, that fish boom is going to be really helpful, because that's something that Buck has not done just yet. He hasn't gone on the water, so he's feeling quite safe. I want to see what Buck's economy look like. So we have Elm with 41 vills. Buck has 35, but keep in mind, guys, he has also gone up to the feudal age, which Elm is doing currently. He just clicked up. And he has, let me tell you guys, he has 13 archers queued up. And he's also Saracens, so those are going to be some very hard-hitting against buildings. And there you go. So he's actually keeping those archers here just so that he can make sure that he can break through this wall. But don't walk into the TC. That's just going to be really bad. And there you go. So he's going to just wall them in with the TC, and that's going to be the end of that. My only issue with Elm's walling here is that this is the only gold he has inside his wall. That is insane. And yeah, he killed one of the scouts for Elminster here. And he's... Oh yeah, okay, so he got one of the cows back. The other one's just there. These cows are just not going to be there. And yeah, Buck's not a big fan of walling. I've just noticed that. He's not actually walling too much, so maybe he's walling down here. that would benefit Elm so much if he just ended up walling here with no pressure, because that's just gold. This one, Elm walled out, and he's got some of these archers and archery range down here. He's not going to be able to take that gold. So what is Elm going to do once he reaches the feudal age? Is he going to start towering? What is he going to do? He has to have that map control, because otherwise those archers are just going to break in and cause havoc on his wood line. Keep in mind, he also has access to rams in feudal age. So you can build a siege workshop and you can build rams because he's the Cumans, which is something that no other civ can do at the moment. Look at that, another dock. Wow. He is going to go all in on those fish traps, and of course, look at that. He's building a tower down here to protect his wood line. Man, that villager, 1 health. These villagers are all super weak. But he's walling towards the TC, and that tower is eventually going to go up. But that's not ideally where you want to place the tower defensively. And yeah, look at that wall here. So he's actually finally taking his boars. I just realized that he didn't even take one of his boar until now. And yeah, he's going to have to rush that tower up. But I'd start with walls too. Get one of the villagers to wall quickly. It's going to be really messy if those archers get in. You do not want that. And yeah, look, he's got the archers going all the way around. He's walling the back of his base. He just wants nothing to do with those guys. Let's see, what does he have down here? What is he building? I'm not sure. Let's take a look, because I'm not sure. Is he building a galley? He is building a galley. I'm shocked. I guess he wants to... I don't know what he wants to do with that. I mean, this is back dock. Like, it's not... What, he wants to kill the archers? But, like, it's only going to happen if the archers are, like, here. I'm very confused. So we see he's actually going into scouts, which is a nice play against the archers. And we see here that Buck ended up building a watchtower on his gold. So like I said, the only gold he has access to is this one. And I don't know if he's realized that yet. I mean, you start with a lot of gold, which is, not the end of the world because you have plenty to work with. But it's going to be important. Man, look at this. Buck the Trier just sitting underneath that tower, just hammering it down. Because why not? Saracens do extra damage to buildings. And we have a tower defense from Elminster here. That's all he's going to do is just build a lot of towers. There you go. So you can see he built quite a few houses up here. And he has access to this lake if he wants to. He can go fishing in this one. Buck hasn't touched it, which is really nice, but he doesn't know that. So he's still building fishing ships, guys. He's going to be on so many fish traps later, it's going to be ridiculous. But yeah, like you're going to see that most of this deep fish down here is going to be gone really quickly. He has to move these fishing ships away, because otherwise they're going to take some damage from those archers. So yeah, you can see that with that watchtower gone up, and that is so annoying. My God. So he's actually just out of reach for those 2 towers, which is really unfortunate. I'm sure there's definitely a hole here. That's how he got in. Yeah, he's gonna keep walling and do this. But I think that Elm's fish boom is actually gonna give him the edge. But he has 15 idols in towers and his TC, so that's gonna cost him quite a bit. But in terms of like vills, look at that, 59 vills for Buck and 54 for Elminster. That includes the docks, I believe. So honestly, Buck's done a much better job of booming right now. He is going heavily into scouts because look at how much food he's got because of those fishing ships, though. That is just insane. He's going to go really heavy on those. He's actually getting bloodlines. I hope he gets armor because that would be really useful. I'm assuming he does. Let's take a look. He does not. Armor would basically just make sure that these archers they can't do anything with it. But yeah, he's going to go ahead and clear those up with 4. And it's going to be no surprise to Buck what he's going to actually go ahead and tech into. Oh, that's going to be really bad. He's just letting more archers into his base. But it's not that bad. He's going to have the manpower to go ahead and clean it up. But if he gets a galley down here, that could be interesting. I wish we could say demo shot, but that's not the exact type of map for that. But yeah, it looks like both players are doing really well. So you have Buck that's actually reached the castle age. I forgot to mention that as he was on his way up. Elminster just clicked up himself. We've got a couple of idols underneath that TC, but he is going up. I'm going to see. So yeah, you've got Bodkin and Crossbow coming in right away for Buck. So he's going to make those archers really deadly, which means that the scouts won't be able to do anything. And he's picking off those fishing ship, which is Such a heavy investment. Such a heavy investment. And there you go, yeah, finally Elm reacts, and he's able to get them away, at least from the danger spot. But on this side, completely untouched. And we're going to see what's going to happen next, because those scouts will no longer be able to take those archers since they're now become crossbowmen with Bodkin. So he can actually go ahead and maybe take down that TC, because look at how fast this is going. That's absolutely ridiculous with the Saracen's bonus, which, you know, a couple of years ago everybody would have laughed at. But it's almost like they don't have obsidian arrows quite, but I mean, look, he's actually forcing repairs. Otherwise, that, oh dear God, guys, this is his Castle Age TC. He has to repair. Does he not get? Oh God, this is going to be so bad. It's going to go down, guys. It's going down. That TC, he is actually. Oh God, he has to repair. Oh my God! If somehow he makes it up, that is going to be insane. No. All right. There you go, guys. I think that actually might be a GG call, because he's not going up anytime soon. He has to go ahead and restart the research. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if he even realized, but at least he can rebuild it, I guess. Yeah, there it is. He actually realized that he has to restart his research. Oh, guys, that was so bad. That was really bad. And that is a lot of crossbowmen. A lot of crossbowmen. They're going to be, like, who else but the Saracens can sit under the tower and just take it down? Just easy peasy. And see those towers? 700 HP. Because they're not in Castle Age yet, so they don't get that extra 300 so HP. I mean, he is throwing a couple of crossbows away, but if he's able to get in, that is a lot of scouts, though. Come on, guys, that is a lot of scouts. But I don't see how he's going to be able to do that. He's just going to get cleaned up. Why is he? Why did he stop? Oh my God. Yeah, now you have to go back. There's no way. You can't take that. If they were light cav, maybe I'll give you that. But not scout cavalry. That you're just not strong enough. Just trying to see here. So he got university. I didn't see if he got ballistics, but he is getting thundering, which I assume he got ballistics. See, look at how fast these buildings go down. To crossbows, guys. Crossbows. They're not supposed to take down buildings. They're supposed to be doing 1 damage to the building. But in mass, yeah. They burned the TC to go up with Elm. That was, I don't know if Elm realized, but yeah, look, now he's gonna go in. Oh, the quick walls. Oh my God. Quick wall. Yeah, now he's forcing to go back, because now he has to deal with all of these guys. There's a hole. It doesn't matter. There's a hole. He's in. He's going to just, even if he doesn't do any damage, the fact that, look, he's bringing all the vills back. He has to bring his army back. All of that disruption. So good. Oh, I would have went down here for sure. Check his other TC. I guess he doesn't want to throw his army away just yet, because he is into Castle Age now. Oh, and he's going to lose that spot, so which means that he lost access to these golds. Not that he had much in terms of that in the first place, but he is building a castle down here. Wow. That is insane. And you want to know, guys? Elm has not gotten a piece of gold yet. He's just been floating off his normal resources. So he's finally building a siege workshop. And yeah, that castle's going to go up. I don't know if we're going to see Mamluks, but I'm always hyped to see them. I think they're such a cool unit. But yeah, the crossbows are going to go around. They're going to make really short work of these palisade walls. But remember, there was a galley down here somewhere. There he is. I'm not sure it's going to do much, but he does have a galley. He's making knights, got cavalry, step lancers. Those are actually going to be really good considering the pathing issues that E's been having, thanks to E. But that is a massive amount of crossbow. He's going to need a few mangonel shots at the very least to do anything with that. And unfortunately, he doesn't have a mangonel in the queue. And I don't know if he notices, but yeah, he's getting a market because he realizes I have no gold. I mean, I'm glad that you realized that. And he's on another TC. So he's on 3 TCs. And look at that. Light Cav rating in Castle Age, guys. That is just what the game has come down to. But, I mean, really, how much damage are you really doing? Does it really matter at this point? Your entire economy, one of your first TCs just gotten down. You've got 34 34 crossbows at your doorstep. I mean, sure, you're running into the TC, but oh, that can be really bad. Oh, and the scorpion. Oh, the scorpion. Oh, that is a nice trick because they're all clumped up. See? I mean, I think a Mangonel would have been fine, but he didn't have the gold for it. See, he doesn't have the gold for it. Yeah, and now they're chasing them down. He's got step lancers, but yeah, that. Oh boy, free kills all the way going down. That is just really bad. All right, he's getting more light cav. I mean, his food income was amazing. Yeah, he was flowing so much food at the beginning, but this is just absolutely ridiculous. He's got to idle his fishing ships because he can't deal with it. The fish traps, guys. And look, he's got light cavalry back here. Oh, that'd be a lot of gold vills to pick off here if that's able to do. Castle went up. I'm not sure. Is Elm going to have a defensive castle? Oh, there's gonna another barracks down here. I guess he's going to start making spears. I think that's logical transition here, right? Because he's only seeing that Elm's making just cav, right? Oh, and there's another army of crossbowmen coming in. Yeah, I don't know how Elm's going to actually come back from this. He needs like a couple lucky shots with a Mangonel that he can barely afford. And he's housed. Guys, he's housed. He can't even afford these things. His houses are getting destroyed. And that's that. Like, his villagers are idle. They're just running from one place to the other. And the dock's gonna go down. The siege workshop is going down. This is insane. I'm just waiting basically for Buck at this point to go to Imperial Age. That's really all I'm waiting for, and then that should be the GG, right? Like, I mean, there's pikes, there's light cav in the back of the base, but they're not really harming anything. Like, Buck has so much map control, so much space. He doesn't need all of this. Like, look at the TC going down. I mean, I wouldn't be sitting underneath it, but I mean, yeah, he definitely can. Look, it's going down. And then those vills are going to go down, and then he's going to push to the next one. Like, he needs, what, like, castles? Step lancers against pikemen. I mean, they're decent. Like, I mean, if there's enough of step lancers. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the GG. Yeah, I didn't see a way that Elm was going to come back. I don't know if he noticed too late that his golds were gone, and oh, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know what happened. He was floating so much food at some point. Um, that one whole gap here cost him so much because he was forced to chase archers, so much idle time. Buck went up very quickly, massed archers, and that was that. Well done. Well done. Alright, so I'm just going to be waiting on what the next map will be. So this will be the other home map for, I believe, Elminster. So it's going to be Bogland. And that's a very interesting map that I don't think that many of you have seen. Maybe you have, I don't know. I know that I've never played it before I started casting this, which I think is awesome. So you basically start with a tower and a mill exclusively. Start with a couple of villagers. There's a little bit of hunt around the mill, but that's basically it. You're basically in a swampland with a lot of trees, a lot of pathways, and there's golds. There's goats all over the map, or sheep herdables, or whatever you want to call them, all over the map. So the more you explore very early on, the more you have that. You also have to build your TC. So that's another thing that you might have to go ahead and do. So we're going to see what the civs are going to be for both players. Yeah, seriously, obsidian arrows for that is absolutely ridiculous. All right, so the players are going to go ahead and take a small break. So we basically are going to see a Vietnamese for uh, Elminster against Buck with, I believe he said the Malay. So that's going to be a very fun matchup. I don't think you see that almost every day, but it's kind of cool to see two of the Rise of the Raja civs fighting each other. The melee will go up a little bit quicker, as is per their team bonus, and then they can go ahead and basically do two-handed swords for days, as they're only going to cost food if the game goes ever that long. There's a ton of wood on the map, so I don't foresee that they're going to be able to do that. But melee are usually kept for a water civ, so this is going to be very interesting to see. The Vietnamese have very strong archers, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue to see that that's what they're going to be teching into. They also have access to the Imperial Skirmisher, which is a really cool unit, which is even stronger than normal skirmishers. So it's probably going to change the way that Buck's going to play, especially since he's gone archer heavy in the last couple of games. But we'll see, because usually they're not starting that close to each other on Bogland, and I'm kind of hyped to see exactly what kind of map I'm able to see, and whoever does the most exploration very quickly is going to have a huge advantage here, because you're going to have a lot of extra food under your TC instead of having to go on farms very quickly. But yeah, the melee bonus is actually going to come in handy, going up very quickly, so I'm not sure if that means that Elminster's I think giving Buck some rushing strategies, because he seems to be a more defensive player compared to Buck, who's been doing a lot of aggressions on these particular maps. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen on game number 4 once they are back. Well, if Elminster ends up winning this game, which would be fantastic, because that means we will be going to a game number 5, which will be actually on Buck's final home map, which is going to be Mountain Pass, which is basically a nomad start, but instead of the normal nomad, this has very few lakes, very little bit of water, and usually it's covered in snow. So it's not that bad, but it's going to be fun because nomad starts are all over the place. But I found that this one has a lot less gold, a lot less stone compared to the normal nomad maps that we usually tend to see. And of course, you can go ahead and just fish boom on one side for that extra economy. So you do have to go ahead and make sure that you're able to do that. Let's take a look here. All right, so we have the map going on at this time, so we'll go ahead and jump in right to the next game. So we do have to wait that couple of extra seconds, and keep in mind, guys, that this has random resources as it's stated right here. So anything can go on these maps. Uh, like I said, last time you started with a ton of gold that made Elm realize that he didn't have any gold until much, much later, but we'll see exactly how it's going to play out on this one, and we're going to take a look at the map and try to see if there's anything that we can try to predict, because these maps are not that easy to do so, uh, especially considering the random amounts of resources and so forth. But yeah, so as you can see, you start with a tower, a mill, and your villagers, so you don't have exactly a TC just yet. So you do have to place it. What is this? Thanks, DE. What is this? Bad map design? Come on. Alright, so Alm, you can see he's placing his tower, his TC, sorry, way behind his tower. And as you can see, there's sheeps all over the map. Last time I played this, it was goats. But yeah, there's little goats everywhere around the map, which, you know, basically favors that if you basically explore the map, you'll be finding a lot of these sheeps. Now, on the bottom side of the map, you have Buck, who's actually placed his town centers in a very similar spot around here. So you can see that he is the Malay, and he's actually... is that sheep? Oh, guys, look at this, look at this. This sheep is not going anywhere. It actually found a safe spot underneath those trees, and he's not going to get eaten. I think this is another thanks DE moment. Let's get some thanks DEs in the chat. And if you guys want this emote, don't forget to subscribe. Alright, so there we go. So we have Buck going in. And then we have, of course, extra sheeps being found, so that's not going to be too much of a hassle. Wow, I was going to say that gold almost looked like it was locked in. So yeah, we're going to see them trying to boom very quickly. But let's look at the resources here. They have quite a bit of wood, a decent amount of food, little gold. So compared to last game where they started with like over 1,000, and they still have a lot of stone. So I mean, the stone has never been an issue on these maps for some reason. But as you can see, there's a lot less resources. It's little small piles all across the map. And as you can see, it's really hard to I mean, it's not that hard to completely wall your base off, but you do have to keep expanding because your woodlines, you're going to need some more at some point. And as you can see, it gets opened very quickly. It's not like you have cliffs or anything like that, but it's very wallable if you so choose. It's just a matter of things. But I don't know if we're going to see Buck actually going to wall this time this game. But yeah, look at that lumber camp, man. He wants maximum efficiency on this. And yeah, there we go. So we see that lumber camps are coming up. This is a rather slower start because of course you do have to build that TC. I'm gonna say I'm gonna be rooting for the underdog on this one. I'm gonna be rooting for Elm, hoping to see a game 5 because why not? This has been a fun series, very hectic, very intense. You know, hopefully we get to see more, and that's what I'm hoping for. If you guys ever want to participate in these things, don't forget to send me a message on Discord. The link will be in the description, as usual, and feel free to go ahead and message me on there and say that you wish to participate. We are always looking for extra players to play on these silly settings, and hopefully have a lot of fun with these casting games. So as you can see, he's keeping his sheep behind here very safe, just in case Buck's scout actually passes. I still can't get over that sheep. It's going to make me laugh all game, or at least until he chops down that forest and he's able to get that free. But as you can see, they're starting to explore. And yeah, you can see that Buck automatically found Elminster, so he found the tower, so he knows that his TC and things might be a little closer. He's taking a wide distance, hoping not to run into the TC, and we'll find out exactly what's going on. So he's found a couple of sheep, and that's the idea, is you want to go ahead and grab as much food as possible from the map. So you see there's a couple more this way. So usually if you put on auto scout, you'll end up finding a ton if you're not microing that well at the beginning, but we'll see. So take a look at the resources at this point. I think both players are relatively even. Buck's about to get housed, but we'll see what happens. No, he's actually getting loom. Let's see if he's actually able to build another house in time. And yeah, so he's actually going to go up, I believe, instead of, yeah. Oh, come on, go up. Oh, he's just missing. There he goes. There it is. Okay, yeah, he's going up. He found Elminster, so he's going to go up. I hope he remembers to build a house at some point. That would be really great. And Elminster is just continuously booming. He built a house just in time to not get popped. And yeah, he's going to start building on farms because you have a ton of wood to start with. Maybe you start walling. Maybe you start, throwing down that barracks. Knowing how aggressive Buck has been all series. Oh, and he's going forward. The forward. But as you can see, I don't think I've seen any wolves on this map, so it's very safe to go forward, and you might actually find some extra sheep and so forth. You might actually find this one on his way there, which is going to be really nice. But since you start with 1,000-something stone, you can very easily go ahead and keep walling your opponent very quickly. And yeah, there we go. So Buck's actually going to be in the castle, feudal age very shortly, and it's really funny to see that it's going 122%. I don't know if that's a bug or something, but that is very strange. That is very strange. I guess the overlay is not used to having the melee go up, but right? I'm not. Yeah, 165%. There it is. Okay. My goodness. Alright. So that's something that happened. Thanks to E. And yeah, look, he's automatically going to tower. He's going to have that wood, but I mean, he's got some nice back wood lines already. And you start with a tower on the hill, so it's going to be really hard to kind of keep pushing. But hey, you never know what can happen. Oh man, there's a sheep back there that Elm didn't find. But yeah, I mean, it's just going to be annoying, and he's going to put some pressure on Elm right away. And he's got the barracks coming down, which means that he's going to have an archery range shortly here after, I assume. There you go. Almost as if on cue. And yeah, there you go. Got some farms going down in the back. And yeah, so Elm actually ended up clicking up. And he's going to have to relocate these lumberjacks, unfortunately. But yeah, look, he's got that nice wall of gold over here. And he's actually going to go ahead and keep watching with that scout to make sure what Elm is actually up to. And he's going to see that there's no point of towering over here. Yeah, so he's going to go ahead and go and tower just a little bit further back, just to keep being that annoying, keep that annoying pressure, so that he can't have this wood line all that safely. I actually maybe preemptively tower it back here, just in case. But that's the. I mean, you have the stone, you might as well use it, just to make sure that you have that safe wood line and safe resources. Yeah, there you go. So that's tower on that hill over here. So he's going to relocate his wood lumber camp, and we've got some archers already coming in for the buck. And yeah, he's gonna. Is he gonna try to make a tower back there? I'm not sure, but yeah, at least he's gonna get an extra sheep. And we got the blacksmith coming down. Elm is just towering like crazy. He wants to have a very, very safe economy. So we have to see. Buck is actually going to house wall over here, and yeah, he's not the commerce, so he can't hop into those houses. But yeah, basically his economy is very, yeah. I mean, it's he's building a lot of towers, but his economy at home isn't all that strong. He's got 17 vills to Elm's 19. And remember, he lost a lot of idle times at getting his economy mostly up here. So, of course, he's got a forward lumber camp to make sure that he gets that back. But he does need more gold. So, like I said, the players didn't start with that much gold in the bank, which means that if Buck here wants to go ahead and keep making those archers, he is going to need to go on some gold, which I think he's going to start doing at this point. And that would be a really nice pickoffs, especially right now if he's able to grab those archers. Oh, because they're not upgraded. That Scout Cavalry might be able to kill both if he is lucky. But yeah, look at this. He's building walls far away. He's making sure that he gets all of this map control and a safe wood, of course. So there we go. So we've got even the fletching coming in, so that those towers are slowly. Well, at least that tower is actually going to go slowly down, and he's able to go ahead and kind of transition. But see, I don't understand. You build a stone gate and then you build palisade walls. To me, that's very strange. But yeah, so see those archers are not going there. Archer production has stopped. Both people are making. Both players are actually making vills, and yeah, we can see that Buck is. Is he struggling to keep up fill production? I am not sure. No, he should be fine. He's got 7 villagers on food. You need a minimum of like 6, I believe, to keep consistent TC production. So he should be totally fine. And he's gotten more people, more of his villagers on wood. Sorry, my bad. Gold, so he can keep producing those wonderful archers, so that he can keep putting some pressure on Elm. Elm's doing a nice job. He's actually been able to try to close. If he's able to close that gap, he's going to be in a really safe spot for the most part. But yeah, he's got the scouts are not doing anything. If anything, just put them on auto scout and let them scout the map for you, so you can see where the resources are on the map and so forth. And yeah, see those archers just trying to go find a way around. But it looks like Elm's walled nicely. He's got that nice gold to go here. And he's got the stone, that one tile of gold in the trees, because why not? That is really unfortunate. So yeah, there's more sheep coming in, so I mean, might as well. It's free food. And yeah, that's a very saturated gold. Yeah, thankfully he's gonna kind of fix that by throwing them onto some more farms for extra food. So as you can see, the map controller now completely belongs to Buckfutter. So he's got the archers on here, building a stable. So I'm not sure if he's actually going to go into scout or is he just preparing for the eventual transition in Castle Age, which could be a nice move. We've got the market coming down for Elminster, and I'm just wondering who's going to be up first. So it looks like Elminster is about to click up. I think he just needs that second building over here, which is the market, and about 8 more gold. So yeah, it's going to be, yeah, there we go. So you did get wheelbarrow. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, he's got enough stuff to go up, so he's gonna probably end up clicking as soon as that villager finishes, I hope. And then yeah, so he's probably gonna be the first one up, maybe. Depends on how far back Buck is going to be. Yeah, he's nowhere close. He's got a lot of gold, not enough food to click up, and there we go. Yeah, we have to click up for Elminster, so that's probably going to be a really good thing for him. I don't know what he's going to be transitioning into because we don't have a military building for him at this time. Which is really unfortunate because I think that he should be pressing his advantage, especially if he's going to go up quicker to the Castle Age than his opponent. And we've got a market coming down here with a blacksmith, so he's just basically making sure that he can see whatever Elm is trying to do at this point. He's just keeping his archers around. And yeah, he's finally going to get fletching, so that tower's going to fire back as soon as possible. And yeah, but that's, oh my god, I don't understand. Maybe that's not a good play because that fletching is setting him back a little bit more. What's fletching really doing for him at this point? He's not going to push this way, at least not yet. And there we go. So we've got the sheep scouting down here. So we've got, not sure if that's the auto scout or not, but yeah, we've got a couple of sheep here stolen from Elminster as he was scouting. And yeah, we've got a couple extra sheep around the map for Buck because he's been exploring a little bit more, but he's just leaving them as they are. And yeah, Buck's getting the wheelbarrow technology now. I don't know. So he doesn't look like he's too close to clicking up at this time. He does have quite a bit of gold in the bank, so maybe he went a little too heavy on gold trying to produce those archers. And we have Elminster that's currently going up to the Castle Age. So what are we going to see? That's what I would like to know. Are we going to see just the massive elm boom that I so know? And yeah, there we go. So he's gone out. I hope he's going to go ahead and TC, and we should TC in the front here, protect that gold, but I guess you can also protect that stone. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of that TC. It's got another TC down there, so double TC placement. 3 TC placements. Guys, 3 TCs. He's going to just go massive boom. The only issue that I'm wondering is he going to be able to hold Buck, because he has just clicked up to the Castle Age. He will be there very shortly because he is the melee. He is going to get quite a fast uptime, and I'm just wondering exactly what's going to happen. So he's actually stonewalling in preparations, and he is getting blacksmith upgrades for forging and scale barding, which means that he's planning to go into something else. I'm not sure if it's battle elephants or knights. I'm maybe tempted to say knights. It could be battle elephants. Either way, I'm hyped. So I'm very happy to go ahead and see if that's the case. But Elm is going into a very heavy boom. I just wish he had a little bit of units to back that up. But that's what the stone was all for. So he is floating quite a few resources over here. I'm hoping he does that transition. I think that's the one thing that he wasn't able to do previously, is to follow up with units. Like, he has a nice boom, but not enough units, or units that are a little bit too late. So yeah, look, with the melee uptime, you're going to see that it's going to go to, I believe, 160, if I recall, before he's able to age up. So we can see that that's a, yeah, thanks DE moment. It's nice to have that overlay, though, I will say. It's not capture age, but it is close. Or is it 170? Yeah. Either way, he will, there you go. He is up now, and yeah, we see those battle elephants. I want to see what the Vietnamese tech tree looks like. Sorry, the monk, because I am not quite familiar with their monk line. So not that great, but they can still convert quite a few elephants. So if Elm doesn't have a monk defense prepared, those elephants are just going to go ahead and steamroll some of these towers. They're just going to go ahead and tickle them. And I don't see a barracks. I don't see any pikes. I don't see a lot of stuff. So I'm very worried right now for Elm. Because he is booming, and quite nicely, may I add. He's got, 53 villagers, because of course most of his pop is at 39, but he has no army backup. Like that's just going to go downhill very quickly, and he's got 6 elephants on the way. Oh, and there you go. So he scouted the elephants, oh thank God, before they were able to attack, and he sees that they are coming that way, and never mind, I didn't see the barracks. He does have one, so I'll give him that. He did get a mangonel, so that's nice. And he is actually going to stonewall behind this because he doesn't want anything to do with those elephants. Nothing at all. But those things are so tanky, and I immediately heard the monastery being plopped down, and he's going to get 2 monks, another monastery going up, and he is absolutely stonewalling this crazy. Oh, the quick wall was real. Oh, that was so close, but not quite. I don't know if I would take them on the TC at this point. I don't think that's a good enough idea to just use your battle elephants. I don't think they'll be able to take the TC considering the monks are coming. But yeah, oh my god, that damage. I take it back. You might as well take down the TC, but it's a good thing because you're just wasting your wood at this point, because what are you going to do? You're not going to be able to repair that TC forever. And you are housed. Oh god. This is so bad. He is housed. He can't make the monks that he needs, that he requires. And yeah, there you go. So the monks are coming slowly and surely. And I don't know how Buck is actually going to react to that because, oh god, he's in. He's in. There's a gap. Guys, there's a gap down here. And there's 2 battle elephants down here. And yeah, I guess he's going to try to stop the walling from happening. But yeah. God, 15 vills inside that TC. You got to get pikes. You got to get monks. You got to get something going here. Oh my god. 1 battle elephant was just able to make his way and just killing that mangonel for free. Now you're just going to walk right back out. It's going to be great. Or even better, harass more villagers. There you go. So we got a conversion down here. A couple of conversions. So yeah, he's going to go back. He's going to heal those elephants. So, I mean, free units. Might as well, right? So yeah. Anyways, another monk is coming. This is is incredibly good with monks, don't get me wrong. And he's still way ahead on Vils. This is absolutely ridiculous at what he's able to do. We have a transition into Scout Cavalry for Buck, which shouldn't be any surprise there. If he's only getting monks, that seems like the proper response, right? And then another... Come on. Nope, that's it. Oh, come on. No, not... How did that happen? How did he save that monk? The gate was open. How? He got distracted by killing a Vil. Insane. Alright, and then we got the Spearman. Alright, so we got a Spearman to help counter those light calves. I got those archers, which I think honestly that's a good transition. If you have archers and battle elephants, I mean, what are you going to do? You got the... oh, come on, don't give him free elephants. Oh, there you go. There's the delete. Yeah, that made sense. It really sucks when you have to do that on your own units. It breaks my heart every time I have to do that. But it's better than giving up a unit to your enemy, especially one as powerful as an elephant. Oh my god, what happened to Elm's Vills? Oh god, they're all idols. And he's just going to go ahead and rebuild the town center exactly where it used to be. He's like, that's my town center spot. I am not changing that. And yeah, let's see. So we got another TC back here for Buck. And as you can see, he's on the stone and gold. I'm basically just waiting to see what's going to happen. I'm just waiting for him to plop a castle down somewhere and force Elm to react. He's got crossbows. He's going to have a thumb ring, which just came in. Just wondering, does he have a university yet? I don't believe so. I could be wrong. I didn't see one yet. So he doesn't have villager in the corner. That's always what you do when you play with your friends, right? Just in case. And he's making the monastery. He's going to probably grab heresy if he can, or trying to make it harder for Elm to convert his elephants in the long run. And yeah, you've got the double barracks, and I wish he would see the crossbows, because he's going back into crossbows very heavily, which means that the pikes won't do much. And there it is. There is the conversion, and he's converting crossbows, which is insane. I mean, Elma's balls. Like, look, that's a lot of gold. That's 9 monks. 9 monks that he's using to convert. But they can be going down so quickly, so fast, especially if he's not paying attention with those crossbows around. He's got these 2 battle elephants down here. I don't know what he's keeping those there for, but he is booming like a madman. So we can see 56 vills, 2, 65 for Buck. So Buck's actually caught up and surpassed with the vill count, which is insane. And yeah, that sound. Oh, and he's got light cav. Oh, wow, so he got 1 for 1. 1 monk, but he lost the light cav. I really wish that I could see something else from Elm. Maginal, skirmishers, knights, anything. Those pikemans are not going to do so well against those crossbows, and those monks either. I don't think. Yeah, there it is. And yeah, there's the university. So there's going to be the yeah, he's just transitioning slowly into like light cav and expos, which is nice. I don't see why you'd have to give your units away. But yeah, so he's almost got a castle. So he's got 10 on stone at the moment, so he's going to be able to drop a castle. Elm, on the other hand, stone is not a concern. He's not even inclusive. Doesn't even want that at all. Oh my god, come on. Does he? Yeah, he does see that. So he sees that they're very close, and he's adding more. So that's never a good sign. My problem is that he doesn't have a counter to this. Like, he's floating so much wood. Like, make stuff. So he's got a ram. So that's, I guess, maybe for clearing the tower over here. He's got a Meganol coming as well. And yeah, that monk just went down. And yeah, like, I don't see what he's going to do to go ahead and prevent these crossbows from doing damage. Like, get them the rams out. I'm not sure where he's going with that, but that is something that's happening. Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and hit and run. Like, this amount of crossbows, they can one-shot monks, and it's actually even worth it to do so. Well, you're just losing 1 to conversions, but on point with his monk micro. So he's got a ram. I'm not sure why he got that for, but he does have one. The Magnol's going to come out, which I like a lot better. He's also teching into bodkin arrows, so he's popping down a couple of archery ranges, thankfully. Unfortunately, that's going to be 1 doubt archery range and a couple of dead vills, which is unfortunate. But yeah, so I'm not sure. Maybe he's going to go into skirmishers, because the Vietnamese do that quite well, especially considering they have the Imperial Skirm upgrade. But yeah, Buck's all over the map. Like, he's basically created almost a line through the middle to see exactly what's going on. Like, I'm just going to show you his fog of war, because he sees almost everything. I mean, he would see everything if he had maybe Town Watch or something, but definitely. And he's got enough stone to basically plop down 2 castles if he wants to, which I wouldn't be surprised to see, honestly. Like, he's got a couple of them. Yeah, there it is. So he's going to clear the tower up just because it's been annoying him for forever. And where is the conversion? Not down here. Alright. So yeah, he's able to become a monk for light cap, which is always a good deal, because they don't cost gold. As long as you make sure that you don't give them a unit in return, which is always even better. So there you go. I think these villagers are going to start dropping a forward castle. I'm just waiting to see exactly where they're going to go. I'm expecting somewhere in the front here, just to be a pain and a pest. It could also be over here, which I wouldn't be surprised to see. As that could be a nice way in and denying these resources, stone and gold down here. But yeah, Elm's kind of got a nice corner here. He's got TCs to protect. He's got pikes, so the elephants are not going to come in. Buck's actually on the way to the Imperial Age, so he'll be there in just a little bit. And with that, I think he's going to probably go ahead and drop a castle. Yeah, so yeah, he's making skirmishers, which I kind of expected. But I mean, I don't know if Buck's expecting the skirm switch. I must assume he knows. And there's the castle. Right in the front here, just going to go ahead and try to deny as many things as possible. He's just scouting with the nope, never mind. He's going to go right here to deny those resources. To be fair, there's like 1 patch of gold that he can't even access. And now he's just throwing crossbows to the tower, while his castle is slowly going up down here. So does he actually see that? Does he see that there's a castle going down? That's what I want to know. So if he is paying attention, you can see that the castle is in fact going down. And not that he has anything to do to stop it, but he is aware of it. And yeah, he's got another monk just in case he's able to convert those battle elephants, or maybe even to convert the enemy monks, because that's always nice. Elm is also on the way to the Imperial Age. You can see that immediately there's a chemistry research. I'm just wondering, like, where are Elm's units? That's my question. I see he's got a couple of skirmishers, mangonels, pikes, but those are counter units. Where is his gold units? That's my question. I mean, I guess that he invested heavily into monks, and we've got the Treb coming out. So he's just going to make a slow push. And I'm assuming he's probably going to get a couple of bombard cannons, maybe some mangonels. I'm not sure what Buck is going into with his double siege workshop. Maybe he could go just for rams, honestly, with his archer push and letting his Trebs and rams do all of the work. And he's just expanding massively across the map, taking all of these little stone piles and gold piles across, just slowly ever expanding. And we've got the university down here, researching ballistics, and we've got the mining camp. So it's like the one place that he doesn't have any vision on at the moment, which is he doesn't have no idea that he's down here. But basically, apart from that, like, he has the entire map like all visioned out. Like this is the only place that he doesn't see that Elm is actually crossing, and that's exactly where Elm is. I don't know if it's really a stroke of luck or anything like that, but that is just what is exactly happening. You got the Treb down here, just trebbing down those towers, which will, you know, take a couple of shots each. No big deal. And we can see that Elm is on the way to the Imperial Age, and he's going to try to go ahead and engage the skirmishers against the well, not the arbalists yet, but the crossbows, which is actually a very good trade for him. And there you go. So with the ballistics, he's not going to be able to do that. And I love the amount of flowers that are just being planted at the moment because of this mod. Look at that. Look at all these wonderful flowers. All right, you got a bombard cannon, so Elm does have to watch out. You don't want to get a nice big hit with the skirms. And yeah, so you see he's got the elephants prepared for the skirms because they were not going to be doing anything to that. So he has to bring the monks closer. And there we go. So now he has to run back and oh, he got one, but he deleted the others. He didn't want Elm to have them, and unfortunately, he did lose his blacksmith, which is huge. And he's then getting Theocracy, which is a monk tech that you don't really see often. Just make sure that if you're group converting, it only takes one to do so. So this is the one thing I'm worried about Buck, is because he's been trying to, you know, kind of corner Elm, but he's given him enough time to go to the Imperial Age, and he's had a lot of time to push. Now Elm is pushing back, and he has actually gotten quite a nice composition. Like, he's making a lot of spears, he's making a lot of skirms. So although they are counter units, and he's actually building his castle down here, I'm just worried that he doesn't have enough. So he's popping down more stables down here. He's got light cav in here, which is nice. It is an answer to the skirms and the monks, but he does also have pikes. So I'm not sure how he's going to be able to go ahead and handle all of this. Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting game. And they are creating massive villages. There are almost 100 vills for Buck, and we've got 103 and Housed for Elminster. So he's just waiting for that castle to pop up. And I'm hoping that after jeez, he literally cleared this side of the map completely with all of his vills. He's just like, nope, this is my area of the map. I am, you know, scorch earth tacting this side of the map. So he's just expanding slowly. And at this point, I'm not sure if Buck has enough units to go ahead and defend, because now he has quite the army, and he has invested into the Imperial Skirmisher. He's getting Halberdier. He has crop rotation. He's getting his economy upgrades. Buck, on the other hand, he is getting light cav, and he's getting the armor archer upgrade. I don't think that's good enough, but there's a light cav raid. And yeah, I mean, there's a couple of pikes already in here, so I think that, you know, he doesn't know exactly know. He'll pick off a couple of vills, but I think that's to Elm's benefit at this point. He needs more space to build more army, because he's just stocking up resources at this point, right? Like, he's got like 7. Let me repeat that, guys. He's got 7,000 wood in the bank right now. Like, sure, he doesn't have much of anything else except for maybe another stone for a castle, but he has 7,000 wood in the bank. He can make farms, skirmishers, and halbs for days. He may have to transition some of those woodcutters on food, however, because yeah, that is an issue. That he may not have enough food to produce, which is really sad because he's got a bunch of everything else. Gold is his major problem at the moment. He doesn't have any, which is really bad. And we see some Karambit warriors from Buck. So we see there is a castle here. And where did these Karambits come from? Because I don't think I saw them from the forward castle. But I may have missed them. But yeah, so see, yeah, Elma's basically just pushing down through the center, building TCs, etc. I would be really hyped to see some Rattan archers. I would really like that. And he's getting Theocracy, which means that his longswords are not going to cost any gold. He's getting supplies, so he's planning on making a lot more. And he's trying to take back some of these gold positions because he is really lacking in that area right now. But he's able to get some of them. And you see that Buck is currently getting the, I believe, the longswords upgrade. So he's going to eventually switch into two-handed swords, which are going to be just costing food. And let's see how much food he's got in the bank. He's going to need a little bit more farmers than that, but that's really good against trash units such as the Imperial Skirmisher and the Pikemen. And they're not really a unit that you want to go ahead and convert because they're not such heavy value. But throwing scrims away like that here, yeah, I mean, I get that you want to raid and things, but scrims against a castle is probably not the best way to go. Probably forgot about them. There's so much stuff going on, so he found some easy picks down here on the stone. And yeah, he's just finally expanding out. And at this point, I will say that I have always played against Elm when he gets to this point in the game, and it is very hard to push him back once he gets his boom going and he has access to resources. So he's got another castle coming up, so he's going to go ahead and get some trebs. TC's going down all over the place. Looking at this screen just makes me think of the AI build. Like, they just, massively expand everywhere. And that's what it's reminding me of. So he's got a couple of more elite scrims on the way. He's got quite a bit of still wood in the bank, so he has started making some more buildings, hopefully more siege to take down those buildings, because those Imperial scrims are not going to do all that much. But yeah, we've got a double castle in the front. We've got some Imperial scrims down here doing some raiding. Do keep in mind they are Imperial scrims, and yeah, there you go. So you're going to see what Buck is transitioning into. So he's going to see the two-handed swords. So he's going to have to make something to address those. Right now, they don't have all of the armor upgrades that they're privy to, which will make it so that it's not that good. But these guys, for just the food cost, totally worth it. They are such a trash killer. It's almost like the Persian crossbowmen. They are so good at clearing trash, and for almost a pittance of what they're worth. Like, usually the counter to any trash, like the light cavalry, the skirmisher, and the pikeman line are the champion line, but they usually cost a little bit of gold to do so. You basically get the same effect here, but without any requirement for gold, which is huge. We got the Treb going down here, and he's actually just protecting his one Treb with his Imperial Skirms. And from the way that this is going, I think we are going to see a Game 5, guys. The way that this is actually turning out, I think that Elm was able to hold out using some of his wizarding tricks and able to actually starting to beat back. But Buck basically has like the other... He's got like the three other corners of the map. So I got to give that to him. It's going to be very hard for him to push. And what is he trying to build down here? Is he trying to build anything? I don't know if he's... Yeah, no, I don't think so. But that one tower at the beginning is currently putting him... holding his way. So he's got two-handed swords that he can spam for days with just the food cost. Yeah, there it is. And what is Elm going to have for that? So he's going to... Yeah, he's getting those Imperial Skirmishers, and yeah, finally getting the plate mail, which is going to be huge because those skirmishers don't do that much. They do 7 damage, which means that with this they're going to have 5 pierce armor, which means that right now they're doing 4, which they're going to half the damage that they're going to be taking from those Imperial skirmishers. So all that as well. So again, some buildings going down. The Trebs are doing some work. Elm is always expanding, getting some stables this time around. So that's going to be nice. Yeah. Not sure what he's transitioning into, but yeah, you can see 3 bombard cannons coming in from this siege workshop. So he's going to try to take down that castle, and we've got the two-handed swordsman here. I I would really like to see the Rattan Archers. I really like them. They're such a good archer unit, especially effective against other archer units. You don't see them all that often, especially considering that the scrims can do so much a better job and they cost any gold. But yeah, basically, yeah, you've got the two bombard cannons here. The Trev easily going to be able to take down the castle. I'm hoping. Yeah, they don't have like the enemies don't have redemption. Otherwise, they would have been able to convert these bombard cannons. But they can still. I mean, they're still doing work. Oh, the Trebs are trying to take down the bombard cannons. That's going to be very interesting. Yeah, I don't think that Phil's going to get able to get close because. Oh, I take it back. Yeah, he's going to go right in underneath the castle. Take a beating. Yeah, those bomber cannons are super expensive. You don't want to do that, though. Oh, yeah, there's some light cav. I'm assuming Elm's transitioning into light cav to go ahead and start raiding. And yeah, like, Buck is basically forced to fight in 3 different areas of the map against, basically trash units that he's paying a heavy price for. But he is spamming barracks at home to deal with the massive skirmishers that is constantly raiding him. And that is such an issue for him. And he's even going to build a tower down here. But these guys are so strong against archers. They could probably maybe just sit underneath that tower all day, every day. Yeah, we see that he doesn't have. I don't think he has all of the archer upgrades for his skirmishers, but they're plenty enough for what he's using them for, and he's just enough to be able to be just annoying. He's distracting the farming economy for Buck, and he got cart towers to make sure that to protect his economy. But as you can see, like look at the map, it's like the slow creep that is actually been pushing out. It just like I've played StarCraft back in my day, and this it's almost like the slow creep of the Zergs pushing out. But have no fear, Elm is actually being raided by longswords all over here, and I believe sorry, the sound is quite a little bit loud considering at this point in the game. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch that a little bit. You know what? Let's go on Gaia because Gaia's fine. All right. No need for alarm bells every time, and there's a castle in the back there to protect the farming economy in the corner. And yeah, like these guys are so tanky to kill now, just due to the fact that they're taking 2 damage from a shot from a skirmisher, uh, and yeah, like he has to go ahead and mass of these units, and he's just going to be able to stream them in no problems. But Elm is doing the exact same thing. Oh, that is quite a bit. That is quite a few swordsmen down here. He got about, I believe, what, 18? Yeah, 18 long swords. And that trap's going to go down for free. And that one might go down too. Oh, that bomber cannon certainly not helping. Oh, that was a forward castle from him. That was automatically denied. But yeah, let's take a look here at the actual food. Oh my god, so yeah, basically Buck is just floating in food, making a ton of longswords at the moment. He's just being able to flush them in. Elm, on the other hand, is still a ton of wood, not that much food. So I'm just wondering if maybe he should be able to make something. But yeah, this is, I mean, you're just fighting underneath a castle. This is just both players throwing out units. And you got, oh my god, 9 HP on that guard tower. 9 HP. That is ridiculous. And I think he got the guard tower upgrade, and that's his only guard tower at this point in the game. So yeah, they're basically just fighting for the little things in the middle of the map. Like as you can see, Elm just was here. Before that, it was Buck. So they're just fighting for the resources in the middle of the map slowly. And oh man, he's just, that is so bad. Just losing a trap like that to like 2 long swords. That is so unfortunate. But yeah, he might actually lose some of those bombard cannons. And look, he's just given free gold to Buck. That was his starting gold actually. And yeah, like we're gonna see, yeah, there's a lot of Imperial Skirmishers being produced this way. He needs siege. He needs to clear up those buildings so that he can't reinforce it so close. But yeah, look at this. There's always more longswords to be had. Buck should also probably make some. Yeah, he is making more barracks closer, which is something that I would definitely do. Oh, look at that. 4 barracks down here. Yeah, this, I mean, if he's able to get the food to flood this is great. It depends on if Elm is able to push back very quickly. And at the moment, I don't see that happening. Like, he's just, he is raiding with skirmishers. I gotta say, though, that is interesting to see. I mean, it's the unit that he's able to go ahead and spam very quickly at this point. But yeah, Buck's got a huge lead at the moment in the score. He's got about 3,500 over Elm. It must be just because of the kills, the buildings being killed, and so forth. And of course, the fact that he's trading very well with those two-handed swords. He's actually now currently building a castle on the top of that hill, almost basically uncontested. Like if he actually brought those to kill the 3 very damaged vills that are building that castle will be very easily denied. But unfortunately, at this time, yeah, there's nothing that's happening right now. He's just spamming in more longswords, and I don't think Elm has an answer to these two-handed swords. Like he's just spamming more Imperial Scrims, and they're not working. Like that, the two-handed swords are an actual counter to that unit comp. I'm surprised I don't like with the amount of archery range he's got. I'm surprised he doesn't have um, any archers or anything like that. Because I mean, I'm sure that they would definitely benefit just throwing a couple of arbs in there and watch those two-handed swords melt very quickly. But here comes the elephants. That's something that definitely Buck does not want to see, because they will trade very well with those things. But they're not upgraded. I mean, they are converted, granted, so it's not like he lost anything. But yeah, I mean, they are basically it's just free food against converted units. All right, you can see that he's just all over the map trying to take resources where he can. He does have a decent, he used to have a decent amount of gold, but Buck is actually stockpiling quite a few resources. He's got about 3,000 gold in the bank, so he's looking quite comfy over here. You can spam siege and gold units for days if he so chooses, and he's got that buffer of two-handed swords in the front of his army composition, which Alm is currently having such an issue dealing with. He is slowly trebuing that castle, but I mean, the swordsmen just dive in, and there it is. That is the GG, I think. Yeah, so that was a great game, great series, great set. So Buck is currently, well, I won't say undefeated because he did lose the first game. However, he is undefeated in this silly series. So again, let me know, guys, in the chat if you want to go ahead and give us another shot. But basically, another well done series for Buck and Elminster. So we can see here it was 3-1, and that is the final score. We didn't get to see the last home mat, which was the Mountain Pass. But you know what, guys? This was an awesome game, awesome series, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching this.